My biggest nitpick with Wicked is that it suffers from a bad case of the prequelitis. You know, it just has to explain the origins of everything. It starts off with an explanation of why she's green, fine. But then it starts explaining how she got her hat, and how she got her broom, and how she got her cape. She was cold. That's the explanation. And how Glinda got her name, and how the flying monkeys got their wings, and why the yellow brick road is yellow. It's her, she picked the color. The wizard asked her, I'm making a road, what color should it be? And she said yellow. She picked the yellow brick road. Oh, and look, it's the cowardly lion. He's a little cub. They're abusing him. That's why he's cowardly. Oh, shut up. It's one of the most egregious examples of an over-explaining prequel. But the confusing thing is that it's not even a prequel to anything in particular. It clearly does its own thing and deviates drastically from the book and from the MGM movie. It does not work as a tie-in at all. Now, I'm all for deviating from the source material, but then why are you also pretending to be a prequel? Those scenes are so unnatural and equally unnecessary. It tries to have its cake and eat it too. The art direction also betrays the story in this way. It's way too similar to the MGM movie, too afraid to do its own thing, too reliant visually on nostalgia. The opening title tries to imitate the MGM movie, even though Wicked already has its own perfectly fine logo in the marketing. Speaking of the marketing, the whole thing is basically marketed as the green and pink movie.
Pink goes good with green.
Both these colors associating with these characters originate from the MGM movie. I get it, the MGM movie's art direction is genius and iconic, but it exists already. It's again in this weird middle ground where it's not similar enough to be a tie-in, and it's also not inventive enough to be its own thing. It would be like if by the end of Joker, Joaquin Phoenix looked almost exactly like Jack Nicholson's Joker. And the movie included scenes explaining how he got his cane and how he got his jacket. It would be weird, those are different, contradictory versions of the character. So, the art direction reflects that. Phoenix still looks recognizably like the Joker, but he has those blue triangles around his eyes, the red nose and eyebrows. That's not in any other version. He wears red instead of the classic purple. All that signals to the audience that that's a new Joker that's not supposed to tie into any previous movie. Wicked doesn't have that. If you haven't seen the original in a while, you probably won't even notice that they changed the angle on the hat, or that the broomstick is now made of oak wood instead of pine wood.